All right. Happy Sunday, everybody. How are you guys?
We're good. We're good.
Pretty good, pretty
All
good.
right. So, yeah, let's get rolling. We're gonna be missing our fourth participant this week, but it's all good. First off, let's start off with team recaps. Luis,
Yes, sir.
start us off. Start us off with the San Diego recap.
All right. Can't be more happier than this. For the first time since 1984, the Padres started the season 4-0. They completely swept the Braves. Can't get better than that. I think
Nice,
it's
nice.
it's it, it's harder to get a 4-game sweep than a 3-game sweep. So
And it was
True.
it's a good team, a good playoff team. So
yeah,
we'll see. James,
Um,
how did
nice
the
little,
D-backs do?
nice little 2-2 split. The answer backs are back. Today was a big day, so we're going to talk about it a little bit. But being able to split the series 2-2 instead of 1-3, which it should have been, um, after coming back down from 6-2 today. So yeah, 2-2 split.
And well, the Dodgers, another sweep, 5-0 on the season. We swept the Tigers. Overall, I mean, there was a little things that to nitpick, but we'll talk about those later. But hey, it's always good to win, and especially to be 5-0 and in first place in the NL West. Let's go.
can't be mad at
Let's
that.
talk. Let's talk about our shooting stars who did well this past weekend. And my shooting star, Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts went 4 for 8. He only played in two of the three games against the Tigers. He hit 500, 4 for 8, two home runs, a walk-off home run on the middle game, four RBI that day total. So Mookie Betts is my shooting star of the week. James,
Perfect. I got to give mine to Suarez. Gino had 4 home runs in 3 games. If he can do what he did the second half of last year and bring it into this year, that'll help us with losing Jock and Christian Walker. So definitely, he's the biggest star on our team so far.
Luis.
Um, man, it's hard because there's a few, but um, overall, I think the pitching staff between two starters and the bullpen. I think they held in the last two games they held the Braves to 22 scoreless innings, which is better than our 24 scoreless last year, right? But you know
I was
they
about to mention that.
back to
But
back back to back shutouts, so I can't be mad at the pitching, both starting and bullpen.
how about falling star? Who disappointed this week?
Bogarts.
Bogarts.
Yeah, he's still his plate is still not good, and I believe it was Friday's game in top of the ninth. He created an error that kind of made Robert Suarez throw unnecessary pitches because it should have been an out, an error. So for sure, Bogarts.
James.
Ours, Zach Gallen cannot command the zone whatsoever. Had to go to the bullpen early in a 4 game series. You don't want to be using your bullpen up in the first game. So pretty disappointing. I Corbin Burns is obviously the best pitcher on the staff, so I'm not giving him the opening day start just because Gallen's been here. Like, it's very split amongst Diamondback fans who should have started that game. So it's kind of disappointing to lose opening day and have Zach Gallen just not look good.
And well, my my falling star of the week was Roki Sasaki. Roki Sasaki again. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's a bust. It's a young season, second outing of the year for him. He only goes 1 and 2/3 of an inning, gives up 3 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks. That's 9 walks total in 2 games, 4.2 innings of pitch, and he has 9 walks already and 5 Ks only. So that was my falling star of the weekend. About let's talk about some MLB action. Um the Yankees. The Yankees are what's going on with the bats over there now,
I
Whenever
know they're
right?
looking old.
I mean, yeah, I know that they just moved the barrel down, but whoever that MIT dude is that figured that out might need a pay raise. Like that, it's crazy. You hit 9 home runs yesterday. What was it,
For
four today?
Yeah,
Like
today.
there's something working, and I'm kind of worried because do have a 3 game series with them next. So I don't know.
I
Maybe Manfred can ban him or something before we get up there. We'll
well,
see.
think I think the whole thing with their bats was, and I didn't know this until my wife's uncle was. We were talking about it today, and he was telling me that not all the bats look the same. They kind of they customize the bats kind of per player to kind of match their hot points or their wherever they hit better. Which I think it gives them a niche. Yes, their thing is they're still within the rules and the weight limit, so I guess it's legal,
Uh,
in a way.
I'm gonna go with this comment down here that I just pinned. It's just Nestor Cortez still claiming that the Yankees were better than the Dodgers last postseason, and he just wanted to prove that point. He was like, "Let me give you guys 3 pitches, 3 home runs, boom, boom, boom." So it was to me, it was just Nestor Cortez
That's funny.
handing them those home runs. But no, hey, it's they don't have Garrett Cole this season, you know. So it's gonna be for them to get the offense going like this and playing. I think they did a good job adding pieces like Cody Bellinger that can play first base and center field, and you got Goldschmidt with them now. I don't know who did they pick? Did they pick up anybody for third base? Huh? No, they didn't.
No, I think
But overall, I think they did what was required of them to be competitive in that division that they have because the Blue Jays are a competitive team. You know,
yeah,
their players might not be happy with their contracts, but they're a competitive team. The Boston made some moves this postseason. They want to compete for a playoff spot, and
yeah.
the Orioles, young and hungry Orioles, are in their division. How about the Marlins?
Yep.
3-1.
3-1,
It
3-1 so far. It's early, but
two
that's what we got right now.
two back-to-back walk-off wins.
I'm not
Yeah.
real worried about Miami. Maybe
Uh,
they'll come back and bite me, but
it's early, but this is what we have to talk
yeah,
about right now. Like if the postseason ended today, if the regular season ended today, they're in the playoffs.
yeah,
Yeah,
true.
That's what we're just talking about. The Marlins have been a good. I'm surprised that St. Louis is 3-0 too. I mean, I kind of expected Arenado to be kind of a disgruntled employee that goes in there and doesn't give a
because they didn't get
anything,
traded.
because he doesn't want if he doesn't want to be there, if you're in a place that you don't want to be in, you're not gonna go in there and perform.
Yep.
Yeah,
I didn't see what his stats are, but like when you have a disgruntled employee, it just kind of brings, to me, it brings morale down for everybody,
yeah,
right? I mean, it's 26 guys only, and if it's only just one guy that nobody, let's not talk to him or whatever it is, it kind of
yeah.
brings morale down. But it's working for them. They're 3-0.
You know,
Who else do we got here?
you know what it did? See, only 5 teams are undefeated. The Dodgers, San Diego, Yankees, and St. Louis. They're
That's
the only
4.
five.
Yeah, yeah.
LA. Yeah.
And another surprise to me this so far early is Scherzer
Ye-
gonna get his hand checked.
Yeah. Already.
We'll see what happens with him. So you don't want to see players go on the IL. I don't care who it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Manny Machado on the IL. I don't want to see Tatis on the IL. I don't want to see anybody from the D-backs on the IL
Me
because
neither.
the excuse is, we were hurt. That's why you beat us. No, I want everybody 100% healthy when we play each other, and that way there's no excuses, and we just whatever happens on the field is happens
That
on the field.
that was
So
that was the excuse from Braves fan last year when they played the Padres in the wild card because they didn't have Acuna, they didn't have Sell. They're like, oh, we weren't healthy. And even for the longest time, like early to mid season with the Dodgers last year, the biggest excuse I heard from Dodger fans was the injuries and the bullpen wasn't good. But look, the bullpen is what you won you guys, championship at the end of the day, which it's just because it's your problems, your issues to begin the season or mid season doesn't mean that that's going to be your downfall towards the end of the season, which it kind of worked out for
I
them.
mean,
So
everybody's gonna have injuries here and there. What you don't want to see is long term injuries or injuries like Garrett Cole that he's out for the year.
yeah,
Yep.
Hopefully Scherzer's not out for the year and it's just something minor that small repair that he can come back in a month, maybe two. Who knows? I don't even know. I just know it's a hand issue that he has. I don't know if it's a pitching hand. I just saw it and I was like, oh, great. That you don't want kind of stuff like that. You want everybody to play. You want to have fun. Let's talk about gatekeeping. gatekeeping. So there was a post that I saw this week that influencer, I'm gonna say an influencer. I just saw it and I kind of commented. I didn't see how many followers she had, but that she wasn't allowed to bring in a mic and what was it? Just a mic, huh? Just a mic
I think it was a mic, and then she was recording.
and
She was interviewing
yeah.
fans. She said,
And that's what I do. And that's what I do. And that's why I commented on there. And I just said, hey, I brought it in that day. I had no problem whatsoever. I showed up an hour and 45 minutes early. Went in through security right away. Didn't no issue whatsoever. I brought my championship belt. I thought that was gonna be the biggest issue. I was like, you know, you can use it to fight or whatever it was. I was ready to walk back to no car. So like, what
yeah,
was I gonna do with it? Because we left the car somewhere else,
right,
out of the parking area. So I took my mic, um, I had my phone, of course. I was vlogging, and I took baseball cards, and that's what you were mentioning. I had baseball cards too, because I was gonna give them away, and I did give them away to kids. So I didn't record any of
yeah.
that stuff, but I had baseball cards. And you said that you've been told not to bring him into Dodger Stadium,
So
Luis.
yeah, so I kind of been doing that. Me and another guy, Ivan. We've been doing it for the last 3 years. When we go to games, we take a bunch of baseball cards and we play rock paper scissors with the kids and we hand them out to them. And I've done it at Petco Park. I've done it at Angel Stadium. I've done it at Dodger Stadium. And not till last year, I went to game one in the playoffs, Padres and Dodgers, and they didn't allow me to go in there, and they kept telling me it was a new MLB rule, and that MLB had some of their agents, workers undercover at Dodger Stadium, banning that or confiscating cards. I'm like, it made no sense to me because I've done it plenty of times, even wearing my Padre gear. Um, and then the next day, the homie Ivan went in there and he was able to take cards just fine. So I don't know. It's just maybe it was just the people working that day or the gate in
You,
general.
you know what? Honestly, I've said this once because also I don't know if you guys El Rey Michoacan. I just posted on him. He had an issue also at Dodger Stadium this on opening day where he wasn't allowed to bring in his oversized and those hats that are in style right
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
those big oversized
yeah,
hats that security told him that he couldn't bring it in because he was gonna obstruct the vision of somebody else behind him. So he had to take it back to his car. He came back. And then he spoke to a supervisor, and the supervisor said, "No, they should have let you in with it." So the supervisor made it, corrected the situation. He went back to his car, grabbed his hat, came back in. They let him in with no trouble. But yeah, I think this just depends on the security. Again, I mean, I've gone to few stadiums. I try not to take a lot when I go on the road, but like when I come here, Chase Field, I have no issue. I have no issue on a certain gate
yeah,
that I go in. But if I go in on any other gates, there's always one person that oh no, you can't bring that in. Oh no, you can't bring this in. And it's like, dude, call the supervisor.
And
Call the
that's
supervisor.
a
You know?
problem because we talked about it last time how we're trying to grow the game and get all these new fans and whatnot, and we're changing the game of baseball. Why don't we just make it more fan friendly to where you can bring stuff into games? I went to opening day, and right next to the pool, there's this little walkway right up on the fence where kids try and get balls and whatnot. And eventually, they made everyone back off of the fence. It just makes no sense. Like I feel like every stadium has something that needs to change, but as like a whole, why don't we just make baseball more fan friendly
yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to grow the game?
I mean,
Makes no sense.
I mean, like you see the World Baseball Classic,
Yeah.
and you see them, bringing in drums. You bring them bringing in flags. You
Yeah.
you
The
see,
most,
and there's no issue there.
no.
They allow them to bring all that stuff in. Why don't they let that stuff into
Yep.
baseball?
The
You
most,
want to grow the game. That's the way you grow
the
the
most
game.
fun baseball game I've ever been to was a World Baseball Classic game in San Diego. It was against the Dominican Republic in the United States. It's a game where Adam Jones robbed that home run.
hmm
Everyone's banging on drums. Like it was such a fun environment. And I've been to 3 World Series games. I've been to NLCS games. The World Baseball Classic environment totally clears it.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
no, that USA versus Mexico game here at Chase
Yeah.
Field was fantastic. I mean, most of those games at night were great,
Yeah.
because the atmosphere was just totally different. But yeah, I just lost my
Your
my
light.
light here, my front light. But what else we got? Oh, let's talk about upcoming series. So the Dodgers upcoming. We got three against Atlanta,
Atlanta, yeah.
who's coming in 0-4. So,
0-4.
uh, oh, that's not good. But we got Blake Snell, and Glass now pitching, and I think Dustin May's pitching tomorrow. I didn't check, but I think we got Blake Snell. I'm not sure what the rotation is. I just know Blake Snell's pitching on Wednesday
Okay.
when I'm going. And then we got Philadelphia. We fly out our first road trip. We fly out to Philadelphia and Washington. That's our upcoming schedule for us.
Yeah.
James, what you guys got?
Let me touch on the Dodgers real quick. It's interesting because as a Diamondback fan, realistically thinking of beginning of October, the Dodgers probably are ahead of us. How important is that wild card spot against for the Braves potentially? So it's almost like, who do you root for in that series? Like, do I want you all to split? Do I want you to take games? Because they're off to such a slow start. Anyway, we got the Yankees who are red hot with those bats, and we also got the Nationals. But we do have Corbin Burns, and then Gallen, and then Kelly going in the Bronx. So hopefully we can take two there. But if not, I'm hoping we take three from the Nats, sweep them. If we go 3-3 on the road trip, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah. I think we have starting tomorrow. We host the Guardians for 3 games. Guardians are 2-1 right now, I believe, and then they have Thursday for travel day because they start their first road stretch. They play 3 against the Cubs, who are 2-4, and then they play the A's for 3 games as well. So I don't know. To me, it seems like it's an easy schedule coming up, like an easy stretch for them. Guardians could be the tougher team out of the 3. I'm not too worried about the Cubs or the A's, but we'll see.
Yeah, I got the Dodgers going 4-2. I mean, I think we're still winning both series. They're two tough teams, the Braves and Philly, but I think we can pull off two series wins there, and I'll be happy with a 4-2 record right there. I mean, if we can sweep one of those two teams, that'd be great. If we can sweep both, hey, we're going undefeated the rest of the season. Not just kidding. Just kidding. What else we got? You guys got anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah. I want to really just for a quick minute. I want to talk about, to me, how coming into the season, we thought obviously we lost Joe Musgrove for the year. You'd already started the season in the IL. So then I'm sitting there, I was like, okay, we got King and Cease, and then the rest of the rotation was kind of iffy. First 2 games, I think Michael King couldn't get past the second inning. Dylan Cease couldn't get out of the third. And they're your 2 like star pitchers, you're going to put it that way. But then we have on Saturday's game, Randy Vasquez, who did horrible, just horrible in spring training. Pitched 6 scoreless, 4 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Beautiful. And then we got Pivetta today, who pitched 7 scoreless, only allowed 1 hit with 4 strikeouts. And it's just, to me, it's with baseball, and this is why I love the sport.
Yeah, you
You
never
just
know.
never know.
Yeah, you
I
never know.
love it. I just love it.
Where did Pivetta pitch last year?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know where he pitched last year.
Because he was a free agent signing for you guys, wasn't
Yeah, he was. I
he?
think it
A
was his.
late
Yeah,
free agent signing.
yeah. Him, and I think it was Hart. I think is the one we kind of pitched, signed last.
How about you, James? Anything you want to talk about?
Going back to the last episode, we talked about the challenge system. So I just want to see your take really quick. They said on opening day, MLB umpires missed 195 strike calls, which is 95 to 96% accuracy. Like, I don't know, I'm a numbers guy, and that seems to favor the umpires that we don't need a challenge system. So we'll see if my opinion changes, but I'm still going to hold true right now.
Yeah. I'm still. I see both ways. Like I told you last week, I see
agree.
both ways. I mean, you kind of want an automated system,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of like the way the system was, where it's only 3 people that can challenge it: the
Yeah.
pitcher, the batter, and the catcher.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And it's a quick hey. And then I like it because you only get they only got 2, right? If you get them correct, you can keep adding. I'm not sure if there's a limit on how many you can challenge if you keep getting correct.
Yeah.
But I like the
Yeah.
system. I like the system. It's not being implemented right now, and right now you don't care.
Mhm.
But in the playoffs,
Yeah.
when it really, really counts, when that little centimeter, you know, when the Empire calls you out and it was a ball, I think there you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it, definitely need it. So, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see next year. I think it's gonna be. Not sure. I'm not sure. Is it
I
gonna
think
be implemented?
I think they will. I think they will. And then my last thing, just real quick, I think MLB. I always try and play commissioner on these episodes too, but I think we need to change the way we set up opening day weekend. Everyone should play during the day. None of this, like, I get why they do the break on Fridays for the opening day ticket stuff, but I just don't think it's necessary. Like, play the games without these staggered starts. I don't like it.
Dodgers were off today.
Yeah, it
Hmm.
makes no
Like,
sense.
why? Why were they off today? I don't understand it. It should have been a 4 game series against the
Yeah,
Tigers because the Cubs played today and they were in Japan too.
right.
Yeah.
The Cubs played 4 games against the D-backs and they ended up playing today and the D-backs are playing tomorrow, right?
No, we're off
You're
tomorrow.
off tomorrow. You have a travel day. I don't know if the Cubs are off today, but
They
there
they
you
play
could have
tomorrow.
you could have given the Dodgers a day off tomorrow instead of on a Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, but again, those get and then why schedule only 2 games? You're gonna go all the way to Japan to play 2 games only?
Stupid.
Hmm.
Make it four.
Yeah.
Make it four. 4 game series. Same thing last year with the Dodgers and San Diego. You flew all the way to Korea to play only
2
two
games.
games. You
Yeah.
should have just made it 4. I mean, you're out there already. Why not play
That's
4?
that's how they've always done it. Like when the Diamondbacks played the Dodgers in Australia, it
Yeah, we
was
only
two
play 2.
games.
Yeah, it's
Makes
Yeah.
no
just
sense.
I think you should
Yeah.
just play a series, you know, and like you play 4. That way you take two games away from each home team. So now
Yeah,
they have 79 home games instead of
I
81, and which I
agree.
don't mind. I mean that'd be
Yeah.
great, you know. But
I didn't mind it. The Dodgers not playing today because I think that's probably one of the only reasons why um, Padres got the Sunday night game. To be honest, it worked out. They won. They completed the sweep, so it kind of worked in our favor. But I think I saw the schedule, and obviously the Dodgers have the most like prime time games. It comes with the territory, I'm sure. So
oh,
you
of
know,
course, I mean when you're winning, you're gonna be featured on TV a lot. So that's a good thing. But you still have to buy your MLB package here to watch them. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today, guys.
yes,
Click the
sir.
right here. Bring it down. Follow these 2 guys. Follow James here, Arizona Diamondback fan, and follow Luis, San Diego fan. And oh yeah, he's not here today, but
You had to throw that little jab in, huh?
I am. I'm gonna keep throwing at him because he should have been on here today. But hey, we'll see you guys next Sunday. We'll be coming up again at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
around
Yeah,
that time, and we'll be talking more baseball.
Yes,
perfect.
sir.
Let's go. Hey, have a
All
great
right.
night. Have a great week, everybody. And as always, let's go Dodgers!
Go
Let's
Snakes.
No, I'm taking that
go.
off already.
Yeah.
Bye.